Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex. So this is my 7,000th take of this video, so I'm gonna try to make this short. And yeah, so this is mostly gonna focus on the OS 10 and the hardware side of this rather than the mobile side of this, because I already have a video explaining why I switched to Android. Overall, since iSwitched sandwich, Android superior. End of story. Anyway, OS 10. So why I switched from OS 10 to currently Ubuntu on my laptop and my desktop, and my server runs Debian. Anyway, why I switched? Simply put, OS 10 wasn't great anymore. For a long time, I was able to get by with OS 10 just fine because of Mac ports and Homebrew. It had a fantastic UI. It was Unix based, and it did what I needed. Then they dumbed things down. I mean, in line getting rid of save as. So if you want to save a duplicate of something, you have to hit duplicate, save, then it's dumb. They dumbed things down. It made it unpleasant for somebody who has an idea of what they might be doing. It made it unpleasant for a person like that to use. I'm not saying somebody who's... I'm just saying somebody who might have a possible idea of what they're doing. Especially for a power user, though, it's not great. The situation wasn't what I wanted, so I switched. I've been putting up with it for a while. Then, with the recent release of Yosemite, and it's awful, to put it bluntly. Then their hardware isn't all that great anymore either. Like my servers, a G5 Dual 2.5 survived 2 or 3 liquid cooling system leaks, which was a problem on Apple's part, but it still runs to this day, even if it's had propylene glycol and water spilled on it multiple times. But for the most part, Apple's older hardware was pretty reliable, though their new hardware isn't, at best, isn't any worse than anybody else's. So that's nice. It's not worth the premium. I've been trying to sell my MacBook Pro to buy a Dell XPS 13. I think it's a better piece of hardware. So yeah, I don't really need OS 10, so no need to own a MacBook. No, it's just Apple. They've gone downhill. They've dumbed things down. They've made it unpleasant to use, buggy, especially with their rapid release cycle for things like operating systems. You'll notice that nobody else seems to be releasing a desktop OS on a yearly basis. There's a reason for that, or at least a major revision to a desktop OS. There's a good reason for that, such as it takes more time than that to have something that isn't a half-baked mess. As we've seen with OS 10 recently, it's everything Apple's become that the past few years, a half-baked mess. I guess that's what I'll leave it at. It's not pleasant to use anymore. Like GNOME 3, it's super pleasant to use, super pleasant desktop environment. There are others that work just fine. I use LXDE on my server because it's more lightweight. It's fine. I prefer GNOME, but there's just no compelling reason for me anymore, and there's so many downsides. I used to put up with the downsides because the benefits of it being a far nicer OS to use for just general everyday tasks. I used to put up with it for that, but it's not anymore. The only reason I haven't installed it all is for commercial software, such as Photoshop. GIMP is fine. for some people, I don't like it. I use Final Cut for things like video editing, so I mean, I still have some uses for it. I'm not saying OS X is a completely useless brick, even though it doesn't actually exist in the physical. Anyway, it's just not very good. I guess that's what I'll leave it at. Not very good. Apple people, feel free to yell at me in the comments. I know you guys are good at that, because if anybody disagrees with you, they're immediately wrong and they're an idiot, moron, loser person. For anybody with more than half of a brain, or who hasn't had a lobotomy, post your thoughts in the comments too. Just not in response to the Apple fanboys. You can't talk to them logically. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment. You should subscribe. That's the thing you should do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.